My dad came to visit us, stayed over at our house. We get up the next morning and his car's been broken into out the front of our house in Newcastle. It's been rummaged through. They took he's a blind salesman, not blinds like window furnishings, and they took his expensive laser pointer. But left his laptop. Really weird. It's like $1,000 laser pointer. It's like they knew what they were looking for. And then Dad's looking through his car. He's like, damn it, no. I was like, what? What did they take? He goes, they took the car key. I was like, where was the car key? I leave it in the car, and then I never have to look for it. It's a push to start. So if I just leave it in the car, I just turn on the car and it's on.
So they could have stolen the car.
No. They stole the car key, but left the car. So these people found the car key, but didn't want the car. But just to piss him off, took the car key and walked away.
Or they could be coming back.
Maybe, but why wouldn't you just take the car in the middle of the night?
Maybe
right?
they didn't know. They must be young.
My theory is they just took the car key to be little shits and just threw it into a park somewhere,
Wow.
right? The real kicker for Dad is he lives in Sydney and I live in Newcastle. So he'd driven the car up and his spare key was at home in Lambie Heights in Sydney, right?
Oh, no.
So the possibility was he had to drive my car 4 hours to get the key. Adam over here, sponsored by Airtasker. I got someone on not sponsored. I got someone on Airtasker, $150, picked up his key and dropped it off to our house in Newcastle. $150 error he made. Poor guy.
How did he find someone so cheap to drive? Also, was he not letting someone else break into his actual house to get a key?
His wife was home. So
That's
helped that person
to just
out.
give a random the key.
The moral of the story is
that seems so risky.
don't just lock your car. Don't leave it unlocked with your key inside. He's lucky the car was there.
Don't give a random stranger your only other spare key.
I never actually thought about the risk of the Airtasker, to be honest. I thought that was all sweet. Now that you say it, you're kind of right, though.
I mean, he got the key.
He was a really nice guy.
But that's crazy.
Really? That's what you find crazy about this story?
Yes.
That's the bit that you find crazy.
That he
the
got
Airtasker.
mad that someone took his key without him realising it.
But we gave permission to this person. We knew his name. It's like getting in an Uber. Like we were fine.
Please tell me that is a complete contradiction.
I don't think it is at all. He had no choice but to do it. First $150 he's ever spent.
No, he could have got a locksmith, right?
Oh my god!
To design another key,
Yeah, it cost $1,000.
or driven your car.
4 hours, Georgia, and then he had to drive back home.
$150 is slavery.
I know.
There and
No,
back.
so what this guy does, right? He told me
Okay.
when he came to the door.
Thank God he
gets
came
on
to the door.
Airtasker. He lives in Sydney, and there's always people that are posting that they need stuff delivered from city to city, like small items.
Yes.
So he does a run where he'll go and get up people's bits and bobs. So he probably made $500 on the journey up. Like he went and grabbed other things. He goes, I've got a few more houses in Newcastle to drop off, and then I'm going to go home.
Cash? No.
No, we don't do cash in my household.
No. Anyway, we also pay our taxes. Welcome to Left On Weddit.
Adam here.
And Georgia over here.
We've done everything to plan your wedding, and now it's time to hear about them.
We have left out nothing, and now we dive into the deep, dark world of Reddit threads.
We've got your horror stories, wedding dramas, and everything in between.
We've rebranded ourselves as experts.
Welcome
To Left On Weddit.
So we've got a whole bunch of Reddit wedding stories.
We sure
These
do.
are from the dark depths of Reddit. We've gone deep in. They're all wedding related.
We're drowning.
Wedding
We're drowning.
experts.
Oh.
We're going to read these stories and give. Sometimes Adams comes out with these hot takes and views that might seem controversial. And I want to say, I don't really believe any of them. But I'm going to say that once, okay? And now you can believe whatever I want to say.
I do.
Okay, these are the things that I want to say about Georgia.
Oh, gosh.
I like her earrings.
Thank you. They're just from Kmart. You've already said that.
You had a cut on your leg. Is everything
I
okay?
did. I just cut myself shaving real bad.
Really?
Really
That's
bad.
a big cut by
I
shaving.
know. I actually was like, oh, that's deep. What I
Yeah?
just did.
Really?
I
Did
did.
you go sideways or something?
No, I just went really deep.
Ah,
It was an accident, I promise.
Yes.
I'm okay mentally.
okay. Wasn't going down that route. All right. Am I starting today with a story? Hey, I'm so excited about today's theme because it's huge.
It is huge.
The theme of today
What did you go to HR for?
is people who have done the wrong thing.
That seems to be a real common theme.
Georgia, we don't talk about the theme before the episode starts, and I was quickly reading my episode.
Would
Like,
you go
yours?
to...
Can I have a look? Can I have a look? Yours is about HR. That's so
Yes,
exciting.
that's why I
People
said,
have
would
done
you
wrong
like
thing.
the
It's all
theme
about
to
people.
be
Oh, yeah, go.
about going to HR? Would
Mine-
you go to HR with your story?
If there was an HR to do with like family disputes, sure.
Okay.
Actually, one of them, yes, you would go to HR because it is about a business. Oh
Who's
my
our
goodness.
HR? I need to go to HR.
Probably Oscar, and he does a lot of nodding back there, and I don't know whose side he's on more. Probably yours.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, ready? He flip a coin. He said, "You bastard."
That's lucky.
Actually, I like the odds. I'd take it. Bridezilla ruins her own wedding, then sends us the bill. So my friend, Dana, wow, name and shame, 29-year-old female, was supposed to get married on 14th of January. I was in the bridal party, the wedding, a disaster from the jump. She refused to invite my best friend, thought we were secret lovers. Nope. Made us pay $2,000 for dresses she picked. Banned Josh, the groom, from inviting any single women and accused a bridesmaid who doesn't drink for religious reasons of being pregnant in front of her parents. That bridesmaid dropped out. Dana also tried to make us cancel family holidays for her destination bachelorette party. We all said no. Wedding day starts with Dana threatening to sue the flower girl's mum for cancelling due to chickenpox. She melts down all day, yells at vendors, makes people cry. At one point, she asks to be alone to decompress. We run. About 5 minutes before the ceremony, the maid of honour, Josh's sister, who's the groom, tells me Dana was having a quickie with Josh's uncle. Josh walked in, and the wedding is now cancelled. We grabbed our things and left immediately. Josh, bless him, called it off, told them both off, and noped out with his mates. Later that night, Dana called me and demanded $5,000 to cover her cancellation fees, saying it was our duty as bridesmaids to do so. I blocked her. Fast forward, Josh is doing great. He's got new flatmates, new roommates, no contact with Dana or his uncle. Dean, I'm not meant to be laughing. Dana, meanwhile, has been hit with 4 lawsuits from Josh, his sister for the dresses, the wrongfully accused bridesmaid, and even the uncle. She stole his credit card and tried to move in with him. What? Her own parents cut her off and are moving interstate. Oh, and I've been hanging out with Josh's sister. She's a legend and we're going to Disneyland next year. The kind of person who actually deserves a bridal party. The end.
That's all there is. There isn't anymore. Doo-doo. What
There's
a
a lot
journey.
to unpack here.
Yes. How long do you have?
I will also state that I have shortened the original post for time. If you want
Thank
to
goodness,
find it,
because
you
this
can
is
go
like
on
past
Reddit.
the
That's
parcel.
original
Every time the
post.
music stops, you could unpack a new layer of issues.
Okay, so what
Start at layer 1.
layer 1 is my favorite part. Is that
Do you know you've started every story with
with what?
like you're telling news? My favorite part.
My favorite part.
Hi everyone.
My favorite
name's
part
Anna.
of my weekend was that the bridesmaid got to go to Disneyland with Josh's sister. She's a legend. We're going to Disney next year.
In news, kids would always be like, "Do you like it?
I forgot about news.
Is it your
We used to
favourite?"
go into school and tell news during the weekend.
Yes.
And how boring was it listening to other kids' news? Oh
Does
my
your mum
goodness.
like it?
Did they ever do dreams?
No.
Oh God!
But they would
Kids in
just
my
be like-
school used to do dreams of their news. That's not news.
I'd be like, I found a shell. And then a child would be like, do you like it?
Oh,
Where do you keep it?
oh my God! Why are they all English?
Is it your favourite? Oh, sorry.
They're all from Oliver Twist. And the other one was like, "May I have some more?"
Some more. Anyway, first
Okay.
layer, your favourite part.
My favorite part is that this person found a friend and is going to Disneyland. That's great.
That is
Also,
great.
can we just, the first bit was, she refused to invite my best friend, thought we were secret lovers. Okay. You can be secret lovers with someone anyway. $2,000.
You can't have secret lovers. Sorry.
$2,000.
can't.
$2,000 for wedding dresses. What do you reckon that she picked and the bridesmaids had to pay for?
No, I don't
themselves?
like that at all.
That's the first thing that's kind of interesting. Banned Josh from inviting any single women. the groom. So what's interesting here is I think there's obviously a lack of trust, and we've got quite an
She's
anxious
with his
person,
uncle
which
this
is something we
entire
have to
time,
say.
quite possibly.
Yeah, as well. Okay.
Projection.
I know that's so true. I'm defending her saying lack of trust, but she's the one that broke the trust. That is so true. But there's also people do get this term bridezilla gets thrown around, and we don't like it because it's not very fair, and it's not a nice thing to say.
No, you shouldn't say it, but also if you didn't, someone would have, because this is not good behaviour.
It's not good behaviour, but what I'm trying to say, and I'm not defending this person's decisions in any way, shape or form, is that around weddings, it's a high stress environment. There's a lots going on. There's lots of emotions, especially on the day. And sometimes people act in ways that they don't usually.
Adam's least favourite part
anxiety.
is the title of Bridezilla.
Yeah, I don't like it, right? I think it's a bit toxic. You know
What's
what I mean?
your next favourite part?
Okay. Oh, my next favourite part? Okay, I like one of the bridesmaids dropped out. That's great, right? I also like that all the bridesmaids, they said cancel family holidays. We're going destination bachelorette party, and they all said no, thank you. Great.
Good boundaries.
Okay, let's get down to this bit. Starts with Dana threatening to sue the flower girl's mum for cancelling due to chicken pox. So this woman likes to sue. And anybody who's talking about suing on their wedding day, you know what I mean? You're already thinking about
why
the
would you want a flower girl with
money.
chicken pox?
Why would you want a flower girl? That's very true.
What are you hearing when you're saying it?
I actually, you know what I read here? So I've read it out loud twice now, but what I read was the florist's child had chicken pox and couldn't go.
Oh no, it's the
'Cause
flower girl's mum.
I heard for some reason
the child
I know.
has chicken pox.
Jesus, oh my
and
God.
the bride is cranky that they're not coming anymore.
Okay.
So they're going to sue.
Then she sleeps with Josh's uncle.
It's like the
and
biggest
then demands
tantrum
$5,000 to help with her cancellation fees. Says it's a duty as a bridesmaid, and good on you for blocking her. And then she's been hit with all these lawsuits for all this money. His sister
And trying to move in.
money for the dresses, and then that's legend status. The uncle, she stole his credit card and tried to move in with him. Oh my goodness! Wow.
So why doesn't the uncle like her after all of that damage that they've caused together?
The credit card. She stole his credit card and tried to move in with him without asking. Bright Broccoli, 1844.
But wasn't
2
he
years
sleeping
ago.
with her?
Yeah.
They were having a quickie.
Yeah, quickie isn't sleeping. That's just a quickie.
Oh my gosh, but shouldn't lead her along.
Yeah.
I mean, context.
Right.
Nothing is okay about this story. But if we really zoom in, not okay on the uncle's behalf either.
Someone said, I like the description of how the bridesmaids made a quick escape. That was a close call for Josh. He was about 30 minutes away from making the biggest mistake of his life. To be honest, he didn't. It was kind of good that it all broke down at that stage because, oh my goodness. And by the way, as people have done hundreds of weddings, I've never had a wedding blow up on the day, cancel on the day, stuff like that. If you're hearing this,
No,
and you're
not
married,
on the day.
This sort of stuff doesn't happen. This is like crazy American
I mean,
BS.
Did happen. But it won't happen to you.
If it did happen, you'd be hearing about it right here on Left on Reddit. Last one I want to say before we moved on, someone said, you should check in with the maid of honour and find out how long the thing with her uncle had gone on and what the fallout was from there. Someone said, I was wondering that too. This is interesting. The bride being so controlling of Josh when it comes to single women was probably projection because she was cheating.
Absolutely.
But she was like, they
All
do that
of
a
it.
lot, right? The projection of that person.
I'm losing control of my life.
Exactly.
Here's way I can get control by going to
interesting.
lawyers.
Very
Because this person's going to HR. Co-worker told HR I was being exclusive for not inviting her to my wedding. This was honestly one of the weirdest work things I've ever dealt with.
Can you read the top
Can you
bit
see
again?
a fly?
No. That blew my little mind.
Co-worker told HR I was being exclusive for not inviting her to my wedding.
I see, yeah.
Basically, being a dobber.
Yeah.
Because I feel left out. This was honestly one of the weirdest work things I've ever dealt with. There's a woman in my office I'm friendly with, but not close to. We've had small talk here and there, nothing deep, no lunches together, no real outside of work connection. She found out that I was getting married and asked when the wedding was. Then she straight up asked if she was invited. I kind of laughed and said, it's really small, just close friends and family. I didn't think anything of it. She got quiet and a little cold after that, but I figured, okay, maybe awkward moment, whatever. Fast forward a few days later, I got a meeting invite from HR. Turns out she filed a complaint saying I was being exclusive and creating a hostile environment by leaving people out because I didn't invite her to my wedding that I'm paying for that isn't even work related.
Wow.
So I had to sit in the HR meeting and explain that I'm not required to invite co-workers I barely know to my literal wedding. It's a personal event. It has nothing to do with work or who's in the office.
Oh my goodness.
HR honestly looked just as confused as I was. They basically said, yep, okay, thanks, and closed the case. But now she acts super passive-aggressive towards me, like side eyes, little digs when I walk by, still bringing it up in weird, sarcastic comments like, some people are so inclusive these days. I can't believe she actually thought HR could what? Make me invite her?
Wow.
Some people really do think they're the main character.
Can you imagine actually, like in this person's head, the co-worker, getting HR somehow to change this person's decision, getting the invite, and then going to the wedding after bringing this person to HR and demanding an invite? What was the outcome supposed to be from that?
This is why sometimes if you don't like something, you just have to let it go and move on. Because if you can see a problem, but the solution is not going to achieve anything, you actually need to push past the problem and work on yourself.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It's crazy because you're right. Imagine then suddenly getting an obligatory invite and going to the wedding. And even if she had invited co-workers and...
So had she? Do we know this?
No. But from personal experience, I got married in 2016. I was maybe a year into my first role as a teacher and I didn't invite any teacher friends. But then being in a school environment, teachers become very close and you can't invite everyone. No. Sometimes there's up to like 25, 30 staff. And this is, not just schools, it's other offices and workplaces too. But you can't invite everyone. And you are sometimes going to be the person that gets left out. It's just a part of life.
Yeah. Obviously some insecurities there as well. I wonder if other people were invited, if that's kind of got to be.
But then imagine
be the thing that's triggering for that
being
person.
Invited in that context. Like, sure, okay, maybe we've had a cancellation, you can come. And then every other co-worker is going to know how you got that invite.
Super awkward.
And then also, how will subsequent events then unfold? Everyone's going to have to just tread on your...
Yeah, also, if you're not invited to a wedding in the first place, you obviously haven't got a close enough relationship with this person. That's not going to change in the meantime. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's also not a reflection of the relationship. Sometimes it's also just family and friends. Sometimes it's venue related.
Yeah.
I've spoken to a bride recently who has said to the venue, if anyone asks, please say that you are a child-free venue.
Well played.
Yeah, I was like, you're amazing.
Yeah. I mean, also going to HR as well is such a wide step without just talking. Do they talk to each other?
It's like suing.
It is like suing. Okay. So today's theme is getting other individuals involved in a corporate
Don't be a
sense.
Susan and go to HR.
Susan?
Yeah, like don't be suing Susan.
The next person
who's going to HR
could get sued, I think, for what they did because it's pretty... Today, I stuffed up by calling the bride ugly and groom fat in front of everyone. About 6 years ago, I was a hotshot wedding videographer. And my thing was I'd shoot your wedding and deliver a highlight reel the very next day. People loved it. But I had a habit to keep things fun while editing hundreds of clips. I'd give the raw footage funny, in inverted funny, file names, just for me. Or so I thought. The particular wedding went great. The bride loved the final video. Then she asked for the raw clips to show her family the next day. I was fried from studying for a stats exam. Cool. So I accidentally sent over the version with all the joke file names.
Oh, no.
I was walking into that exam when the bride called. I was expecting a thank you. Instead, she screamed that I humiliated her in front of everyone, threatening a police report, and then she hung up. Turns out she plugged the USB into the TV at a 30-person family gathering, expecting to relive her magical day. Instead, file names popped up like ugly bride trying to pose, fat ass groom standing, old grandma's last wedding, perv brother eyeing girls, and dumb as F kids running. Her dad read the names out loud until she burst into tears. The groom said nothing. The only one who laughed was Grandma. I deleted everything. I ghosted the bride and never worked another wedding. I didn't charge her a cent. I couldn't even look at a wedding venue without breaking into a cold sweat for a year. 6 years later, I'm able to finally laugh. But no, my classmate, the bride's niece, did not ask me to film her wedding. I can't imagine why.
1, it is time consuming to label your pictures.
True.
Why would he take the time to write 3 to 4 labeled sentences underneath each photo?
I know. I mean, the top
And
comment
number 2, why would you see them and the dad read them
know.
until she cried?
I know. And it's
Are
also
you kidding?
Like, there was a line between like saying awful things about their appearance and saying perv brother eyeing girls, which might have been true.
Yeah, funny. Great, Grandma. That's hilarious.
Well, the grandma's comment was old grandma's last wedding, and she loved it. She was chill.
Fantastic.
She thought that was funny.
Good.
Because
if you don't laugh, you're going to cry.
I know, but and then the poor guy thought this would never see the light of day. I'm not defending what he did because that's awful to call those people those names. Poor guy. Also, I just want to read one of these comments because I think this is funny.
Okay.
This happens at bars more often than you'd think. We had a point of sale system at a bar I used to work in that would print the table name on the final check, but it was up to servers to put the name in. It's all fun and games when you write blue collar shirt instead of B1 or something, but I had a co-worker who would write annoying mule lady and I'd have to edit the tickets before printing them and dropping them off.
Good way to remind yourself to proofread.
Right? What about this? My mum used to own a cafe in Mossman and all my family worked there. My sister was there and stuff. And my mum was on, sometimes she would get on a bit of a blaze and she would be telling people, go do this, whatever. She was a great boss, by the way. Oh my God, poor mum. And one day, like, people were doing something and she yelled at my sister who was at the front counter. Mum was in the kitchen at the back because she could see someone standing at the counter. Has anybody served that man at the counter? And Lauren walked up to her, my sister, and went, Mum, I am serving that person and that man is a woman. That person had seen everything at the front counter. And Mum just like sloped into the back of the tail between her legs.
Sometimes you've got to learn the hard way.
Also, can I tell you one more story about my mum when she owned a cafe?
Please.
Right? It was in.
This is now a podcast about Adam's mum.
It was in Mossman, which, if you know Sydney, is quite an affluent area, right? Quite posh. Most of the clientele were lovely and fantastic people.
Adam is also a fancy person.
There was one. Yeah, thanks. There was one person who would always come in and always had to complain about something. For some reason, there was something that this person had to complain about.
Can we give them a name?
Beryl.
Oh.
Yeah. So Beryl always had to complain about something. And one time, like, Mum had it up to here. You know, she'd owned this cafe for 10 years. And Beryl came in and had another complaint about something. It was like, Beryl, why do you come here? Why do you even bother? So Mum goes around the counter. Beryl's complaining. And she goes right in front of her. She goes, well, Beryl, I'm a very naughty girl. And she's slapping her bum. Very naughty. Naughty me. I'm so naughty. And then she takes Beryl by the shoulders and she walks her to the front door. And then she says, all right, sire, bye. Don't come back. And then she wipes her hands like that and walks back inside. And that's when we knew my mum was having an emotional breakdown.
She's going to have another one after she listens to this episode.
I know, I'm sorry, Mum.
Oh
she loves that story. She's doing really well for herself.
She is now,
she
but
is.
not after that story,
Poor
maybe.
Beryl. Poor Beryl and poor this photographer's couple, not the photographer.
Also,
I'm
can
glad
we
you
say
left the
sorry
industry.
to your mum? Thanks for listening.
God, we're so happy that you listen. And if you want to see a little bit more, make sure you follow us on our socials.
We have TikTok and Instagram, and you can find us at Left on Wed Podcast.
And if you want a little bit more from just us, you can follow Georgia at Georgia Fletcher Weddings.
And follow Adam at Married by Adam.
Oh my goodness, we're everywhere. And if you love it, rate, review, subscribe, whatever all the cool kids do it for us because we love you more than you love us. Validate us. We, Adam and Georgia, would like to take a moment to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Guringai people, on which we're recording today.
We pay our respects to their elders past and present, and we recognise their ongoing connection to the land, sea and community.
As we share our stories of love and connection, we honour the oldest continuous culture in the world.
And we celebrate the storytelling traditions that have been passed down through the generations.
It is such a privilege to create on this country, and we are so grateful to be here today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.